Okay, I'm going to try and go through this as fast as I can. I'm going to start with one of my favorite pieces here. It's a piece of what's known as cat's eye jade. I love this piece. It was my first successful attempt at cutting it. I literally went through 100 pounds of material to start getting this right. This stuff does not cut easily. If anyone's ever cut it and knows, well, they know. It's terrible. Terrible. Splits all the time. Super translucent. Super translucent. Strong chatoyancy in it. Okay. This is what it normally looks like. Sometimes it's a little bit more inline fibrous. Let's see, got a piece here. This stuff's generally a bit easier to cut. You can see how they're a little bit more intertwined. This is not the asbestiform. It's close. It's kind of like this one too. I don't know if you can see it. This one's a little bit wet, so you might not see it as well. These are all tiny little crystals. The asbestiform, you can literally pull fibers off. This doesn't. This splinters. They're very sharp. So yeah, moving on. See if I got any more of those. Right handy. While I do, just scattered all about. Here's another piece. This one's much lighter in color, but you can see the chatoyancy in it. Not very translucent, if at all. Still pretty nonetheless. One of my practice runs. Let's go to this one. This is more along the presumed jade. It's not the same at all. You can see how translucent and green that is. Just wild. Beautiful stone. Tons of stuff like this. Tons. Like I'm holding the flashlight 4 feet away and it's just glowing. Moving on to another one here. It's another piece of what you'd call cat's eye jade. This stuff is a little bit easier to cut and deal with. Far darker. It was in a solid mass, but you can see. Also very translucent, beautiful, bright forest green color. The chatoyancy isn't that strong, but in good light it's pretty decent. Bother with that one. Maybe some more of the cat's eye jade. Let's see. A little bit translucent. Oh, so many. A piece of cat's eye jade. Just a tiny little thing. Not super translucent. But it's got a really strong chatoyancy. This one's a little bit different. It looks black. I'm trying. That light's glare. kind of getting in the way. It's like a really, really dark forest green. Shows up really good in sunlight. Another one here. Some more pieces here. These are class kind of in between Cat's Eye Jade and Jade. I'm not a Jade expert. I mean, could be Jade, could not be. Super translucent. Same with this one. You see little green specks inside of it. Fucking hard to find the focal length here. Super green. Shit. Just dropped a couple pieces. A couple tiny pieces. Really neat. Not so great. Not so great. That one's kind of neat. It's got some pyrite in there. That's a piece of seraphinite. Not a very good one at all. This one's really nice. I love the color of this. It's like a really apple green. This is not the Cat's Eye Jade. It's of the same family. Let's see here. Oh, can't do that one. Another piece of the Cat's Eye Jade. You see most of the crystal length. Its chatoyancy is on this axis, but you can see that one crystal that crosses almost like a 45 there at a downward angle. Kind of neat. This is one of my favorites too. What it looks like is tiny crystal, well, long crystals of white tremolite running through a really green actinolite. Could be, I could be wrong, but I mean, it's green, and those crystals are certainly white. This camera does not, well, not in this light anyways, does not do this stone justice. Let's see here. I like this one a lot. It's got this really wispy, another super apple green piece. I'm just trying to light it from the side. Yeah. That kind of says it all for how translucent it is. A little bit of a chatoyancy. Let's see. There's a piece of seraphinite. I'll just quickly show that. It's like an electric blue color. The seraphinite I found at this